Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Taurus. So Taurus, as usual, I'm doing a reading with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you see are from this deck. So Taurus, let's talk about having your wishes fulfilled, and in particular, I feel like there are two, and you seem to be very eager to finally have your chance to ask, to have some sort of very distant dream finally come true. And it feels like it's like you're being given the opportunity at this moment because you're very, very in tune with your own intuition, with your own spirit. That it's like it feels like because you have waited long enough and you're so eager, but you have, it's like in this waiting time that you have been, in this line of wishes being fulfilled for others, and you were always, there waiting for yours, for your time to come, right? For you to ask, for you to have your dream come true. It seems like you, because of that, as a reward in a sense, for your patience, you get to have two wishes come true, or two, it's like you get two wishes. Yeah, okay, so we're beginning with the Nine of Cups. And so how I was seeing this Nine of Cups for you, Taurus, was you standing in a line where it's like, this is the line where people go, or people line up to have their wishes fulfilled, right? It's like this, it's almost like this imaginary type of possibility or hypothesis where if you had a place to go and you were told that you had to stand in line, wait for your chance to have your wishes fulfilled. It's like, this is how I'm seeing this Nine of Cups, right? It's like you knew that maybe it was just a matter of time for you to get your chance, right? For you to be the one standing next in line, for you to be called, right? This is how I'm sensing this Nine of Cups. It's like your chance, your time has finally come for you to have this wish or this dream fulfilled, right? At least. And that's the thing. It's like at the very end here, I feel like it's almost like you have been standing in this line for so long that it's almost like your wishes and your dreams and your expectations and your desires, they have changed, but because you are so in tune with your intuition, and I feel like you only get this chance. It's like it's only your time when you are in connection with this divine nature of yours that knows exactly what is not the right dream, but the one that is most appropriate for you at this moment. Because I feel like the sensation of, the passing of time here, it feels like forever, it feels like eternity, but you haven't lost your hopes or your knowingness or your certainty that at some point your dreams are going to be fulfilled. So it's like you haven't lost your innocence, right? You haven't lost your your hope. I think that's the better word to express that. And when finally your turn comes, because the Five of Pentacles coming next, this is talking about the place or the position where you have to, it's like, this is the place, right? The way that I'm seeing this, it's like these are hearts that are standing in line for the dreams to be fulfilled, but it's only when you're standing here, right? This is the spot that everyone who is in this line wants to get to have their wishes fulfilled, to have their dreams come true. And it's interesting because being a five, especially the Five of Pentacles, this talks about standing fully in yourself. It's like completely embodying and incorporating what is your dream. So there is this interesting thing that is going on here, because I feel like you have been, you know, not switching between one dream or another, because as I said, I feel like you get to choose two dreams, or it's almost like this um, compliments from the High Priestess, which we're going to get to in a bit, because you have patiently waited for your turn to take on this spot, right? It's like, this is the spot, this is like the place, or the maybe the state of being, or like just the like the full embodiment. It's like, for you to earn your right to stand in this spot, it's like you have to prove, in a sense, that you are patient. It's like, it's like nurturing your dream while in this line, knowing that your time would eventually come, but it would be like this. It's like, it's not just a passive waiting, you see. It's like you have to incorporate the right to be in this position. It's almost like your frequency will call you. It's like the thing, the person, the energy that is calling for the next in line. It's about the frequency, right? It's about the, not the righteousness. Oh, what is the word? It's just like the right attunement, right? The right attunement. So it's almost like you have been standing in this line because you have been, calibrating your dreams. It's only when you are sure about what dream you want to have fulfilled is that you have the chance to fulfill it. I hope this makes sense, because I feel like you have to be, it's like very mindful, but also very certain, very aware of what is the thing that you're going to ask first, right? It's like, for instance, like we just came from, holidays, right? And Christmas. And if we think of, the line that children get into to sit with Santa Claus, right? To ask for presents. Imagine that type of scenario, right? As a metaphor. While you are standing in line, you're waiting, for your turn, for your chance to speak with the one who supposedly, let's say, will give to you what you are asking, right? So if you would use this time while you are patiently waiting wisely, this is the chance that you have to know exactly what you want. It's like the Ace of Swords is coming through with clarity, right? It's like, be very clear, Taurus, about what is your true desire, what is your true dream come true, or what is this wish fulfillment that is like at the forefront of your mind, right? Instead of it's like bouncing back and forth, right? Because the way that I was seeing these lanes of hearts while you were waiting for your turn, is like you were always like, oh, but I want this. Oh, but I think I actually want this. Oh, but if this would ever come true, then I would be very happy. It's almost like, bouncing back and forth, right? It's like between things that are, very good, but your chance only comes when you really, really know for sure. It's like, what is the one thing that would bring you happiness, would bring you joy, would bring you true fulfillment, right? And I feel like the reason for that is because there is this alignment between the desire of your human self and the desire of your spirit. So the Five of Swords, bracketing this Ace of Swords, it's like the chance to stand here in this position, to finally, have this wish fulfilled, or even just get the chance to utter or speak or ask, right, what it is that you want. It's like, it's when you're fully embodied in yourself, right? I usually see the Five of Pentacles as like the individuality, right? The notion that you know who you truly are and how you are. It's like you're not trying to escape your body, in a sense. You're not trying to escape this reality. You're not trying to escape your life. It's like you're fully in it, right? You're fully present. So when you're fully present, it's like this is when your chance comes, right? It's your time. It's your time to shine is what I just heard. But it's like it's your time to ask, right? For what you want. But if you don't have this clarity, the time doesn't come. You see? It's like it's one thing aligned with the other. The Five of Swords is just talking about how matter and spirit need to be in the right alignment. And it's interesting because I'm seeing them, you know, stacked on top of each other. So it's like it's only when there is this alignment between what, it's so hard to express this. It's like, it's almost like, in a simple way to say it, it's like incorporating your full self, right? Spirit and matter. It's like one have to be on top of each other. They have to be integrated. The reason why I'm saying that is because yesterday in the Aquarius reading, especially in the, not Aquarius, the Aries reading, especially the extended part, these two suits, the Pentacles and the Swords, were talking about this alignment between the body and the spirit, right? And, you know, for Aries, it was a matter of, yes, their selves, like, but also them with another. But for you, Taurus, I feel like this is you, right? Because it's the five, and the five generally to me speaks about yourself, your individuality. So your body and your soul or your spirit, the source to me comes more so like spirit. Generally, the wands should come as the soul, right? The fiery soul. But anyways, so the Ace of Swords in the middle, this is when you have, I want to say, like clearance or the green light or the go sign, that it's like that is calling you forth, right? That is asking you now to step into this embodied position. It's like, this is not, that's the thing, it's like this is not the end of the line, which is so interesting. This is actually the continuation of the line. It's like if everyone standing in this line, is what I just picked up, if everyone standing in this line waiting to have their wishes fulfilled were to be present, right, aligning with their spirit, then their time would come. And you know, it's not a matter of this linear line, if it makes sense, right? It's not a matter of, you know, you go after the one that is in front of you and then the one that's behind you goes after you. It's a matter of alignment, right? And it's like the turn comes for those who have clarity about what they truly want. And this is what calls you forth. This is what calls you to step into this position that feels like the moment where you get to be aligned and ask something, right? And ask something actually to this High Priestess. Although the High Priestess generally talks about this higher self consciousness or wisdom, this was actually showing me like, you know, the genie, right? In the bottle, right? In the I almost said genie in the box. No, but a genie in the bottle, right? In the, I'm pretty sure that there was a show, a TV show in the 90s perhaps, where there was this character that was, you know, the genie, right? What I think her name was called Genie. And she was she granted wishes, right? It's like it's almost like that type of Aladdin story, right? The word is, it's not coming. It's not a magician, but it's some sort of magical creature that grants wishes, right? Because it's been released, right? Because it's been released from the bottle. And I feel like this is what I'm seeing. It's like there is some sort of wisdom or consciousness that is well, I don't want to say trapped, that has been trapped inside of you, Taurus, but in a sense it has been kept shut, right, in your soul, in your spirit. And now this higher self, it's been released, or it's been heard, it's been incorporated, it's been aligned, right? It's been aligned because now you are becoming it. It's like you're becoming present to who you are. And that is the alignment that actually, it's like this, you see the movement upwards, right? It's the same thing here. It's like, so it's like the truth of who you are is finally being unleashed, or it's finally being released, right? Or unveiled, because the way that I'm seeing this is like a bottleneck, right? And it's being released. It has like a very tight squeeze, like to free itself, right? So, but when it's free, because you have clarity, right? It's all you, right? It's not a third party, although metaphorically here is coming through as, you know, somebody that is going to grant you your wishes, but this is yourself. It's almost like from your bodily perspective, from your bodily consciousness, you are aligning to a higher frequency that is allowing this spirit to bloom or to be released, right? The way that I'm seeing the High Priestess today is this release from a bottle, right? So it has to go through this bottleneck so that is seen, heard, intuit, perceived, right? And when it is perceived, because you have clarity, right? You are following your true guidance, in a sense, your true dream, your true wish, right? When this character, this higher self, this personality, this other consciousness, however you want to see this unleashing of yourself, right? This is the genie in the bottle that is going to grant you your wish, because you have become clear about what you want instead of being, you know, split in between two things. This is the moment that you release this High Priestess, and then she says, okay, Taurus, now that you have released me, now that I am free, I, with my wisdom, with everything that I have learned from, you know, the time that I have been inside this bottle, you know, it's almost like I'm seeing this hermit type of learning process, right? With the High Priestess, it's almost like the moment, every, like, how do I say this? The time that the High Priestess spent inside the bottle, it's almost like she too was waiting in line. It's so bizarre, but it's also so beautiful and so magical and so awe-striking. It's like the while you were standing in this line, bouncing back and forth between your dreams, it's like this is the time that the High Priestess was in the bottle, right? And it's like working its own magic from the bottle, from inside a container of your own self, right? Or even like from your own, not misalignment, but it's like you were, it's almost like a pendulum, right? It's like you were swinging in like full force between dreams, between wishes, but the more that, you know, this High Priestess was getting closer and closer to the bottleneck, it's like the pendulum would, it's like slow down to center in the middle, and that's the right alignment, right, between the body and the spirit, because it's like this is the moment where the truth releases the High Priestess, because it's the straight line, right? Because it's like this it's just the clarity that makes the wisdom pop, right? And when it pops, it brings you the Two of Cups, which could be, you know, a relationship, right? The clarity of what you want is like, I want a true, honest, very loving relationship, right? As the traditional meaning of the Two of Cups. But to be honest, the way that I saw the Two of Cups was, you know, because freedom comes to the High Priestess, it's like she's so glad that she, with all of the things that she's learned while she was in this container, right? It's like she is now granting you, Taurus, like an extra wish, right? Because it's like here, this is the one wish that you become clear about, right? And then when she says, okay, but because you have come to the point where you are incorporating and hearing me, right? It's almost like you're honoring myself for, it's like because you released me, I know that you honor me. It's something like that. They're granting you 2 wishes, and it seems like the second wish, it's actually to continue with this flow of freedom with the 6 of Swords. So you see how it's very mirrored. It's like because this is you, although it's coming through as, you know, a genie in the bottle, right, that is being released, but it's yourself. It's like your spirit is being freed in a sense, or it's being like, just, it's blooming, right? Maybe you get to choose 2 things, one of them being the one thing that your heart truly desires, which could be, you know, a very loving relationship. But the second one, which seems to be like this extra gift, this extra wish come true, is, it's like freedom, right? It's like this, it's like it's almost like I'm seeing this slide, right? It's like this endless slide. It's like you're going to be given like this very, it's like free pass in a sense to slide through life, perhaps. It's like this water slide, right? It's like it, even though it's the 6 of Swords, right, the air element, but I'm seeing water. So because of this, perhaps, right, because you get to have two dreams, 2 wishes, so you get to slide. I don't know, it's really interesting. I feel like it's like because of your alignment to the High Priestess, it's almost like the High Priestess will never be tucked in this bottle again, right? It will never be hidden again. Or it's like maybe because you're so clear about what you want now, it's like it's very hard to unsee it, right? So it's like it's out in the open. The genie is out in the open. So it's so glad that it's free. The High Priestess, your higher self, it's so glad to be free that it's like you're going to always be guided with the sense that your wishes will always be granted, because the main one is now, it's like it's now your turn to receive it. I hope this makes sense, Taurus. I feel like it's a beautiful energy, although it's like maybe you're also very surprised that you get, you know, to choose something else, right, other than the one thing that you were so certain about. And you know, because that is also what is creating the opportunity for you to finally have this thing, right? It's your clarity, it's your alignment to this one thing. So Taurus, I am going to pull more cards for you, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.